What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm here to start my F1 2019 career mode. So first off, I didn't record for 9 months. This might be one of the worst competitions we've ever done, but I'm back and let's try and give it a go. So first of all, we're going to show the driver academies, but I'm just going to point out I've done F2, but I'm not actually going to record. I haven't recorded F2 because I don't think you really need to see that. It's all been done before. It's pretty much exactly the same as it was in my video that I did before, except it shows a different driver academy, and you're going to see that now. Obviously, we've got all the driver academies: Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, Renault, and McLaren, or none. And we're going to choose Ferrari, as you can probably tell from the team choice we've got in the thumbnail. So going with Ferrari, who are affiliated with obviously Haas and Alfa Romeo, showing you the Alfa Romeo contract. Level 3, I believe that is on race bonus, 18th of the qualifying and the race, second driver and hard goals, and for upgrade discipline thing it is 1, which is the minor upgrades are reduced by 1 week. So that's the contract Alfa Romeo. Obviously I think they prefer sportsmanship, so it's going with Alfa Romeo. We've got to choose Antonio Giovinazzi or Kimi Räikkönen as a teammate. We're going to choose Kimi Räikkönen because he's obviously the more experienced one, and personally I'm going to just try and match Kimi Räikkönen all throughout this career mode. That's because I think that I'll call that a success. So unfortunately I haven't got sound for this video, obviously, because I did have a problem, but that is fixed for episode 2. I can assure you of that. So just look at the starting grid, because I think this is quite important to see. We've got Devon, Butler in 12th, so we've got our teammate Kimi Räikkönen in 13th, and I managed to qualify in 15th, which was a bit of a surprise, but nevertheless that's the way it is. And our former teammate Lukas is in there, and going straight to start the race. We've got 5 red lights, and it's lights out and away we go. We actually get a fairly bad start, as you always do on this game, unfortunately. So Danny Kvyat has passed us, and it's going quite well at the moment. Actually, we're trying to get the place back, but there's slight contact, and we actually have to run wide. Now Daniel Ricciardo has done me and Kvyat around the outside, so now we're in 17th, just trying to keep back Hulkenberg, and I believe it's 2 Williams. Turn 3, can't really make anything up there, unfortunately, but at the moment the first lap is going not too bad. We're in a high ERS mode, and just basically keeping it in standard mix as I always do. Standard mix is fairly decent rate when you do that. A little look up the inside Kvyat, but not able to make it work, and going to stay in high ERS mode for this whole lap, trying to get past, and we dive up the inside of Kvyat into this corner. Maybe slight contact as we get past, but nevertheless we move up into 16th place, and they can now have a go at hunting down Daniel Ricciardo. Kvyat looks like he may come back at us through turn 11 and 12, but he thinks better of it, and we actually get a really good run through there, as we have the whole time, and that is actually helping us now to catch Daniel Ricciardo as we have put the fuel mixture down, no, not the fuel mixture, the ERS mode down to medium, which is generally what I use. I generally use low, medium, high, and overtake in the race. Never really a hot lap because it's not really worth much, but medium, high, and overtake are ones I definitely use the most, along with low as well, to just save a few ERS throughout the race. So first lap done, fairly good, not that bad. Now moving on to lap 3, you can see we're behind Daniel Ricciardo. We actually go for a diving move that wasn't actually intended to be a move, but Daniel Ricciardo broke so early, and we were able to weave our way around the outside. And next up is the Haas of Roman Grosjean. So back to where we qualified. I believe our teammate Kimi Räikkönen is in 12th for the time being. Maybe trying to get ahead of, I think there's some McLarens, as we can see our former rival Devon Butler in 13th place, and we have the DRS and overtake mode, staying in medium, sorry. As we get a look on the inside, Roman Grosjean sort of caught in the grass, not able to make the pass, but we are still quite close. And there's a whole train here, and we make a double overtake at the inside of Devon Butler and Roman Grosjean, still side by side with Devon Butler. Come onto the straight, we open the DRS, and I believe we changed the ERS up to overtaking. The Honda engine's got a bit of pull. It's actually better than us, but then with the Ferrari power unit, we then get the up hand at the end, and on the outside, inside for the next corner, we get the pass done, and we're able to use DRS to try and pull away. But again, a Honda engine with a good pull straight away was nearly able to get past, but the DRS just helped us along a bit. And now we're up into P13 with a nice clean double overtake. Next up are the two McLarens. And this isn't actually involving me. If you just look up here at Lando Norris, Carlos Sainz, I believe it is Kimi Räikkönen and Kevin Magnussen. They are having a massive great battle, all side by side through this point. Räikkönen gets ahead of Magnussen, and Norris is going to get ahead. He gets ahead of Sainz. So that was just some really great battling from AI, but it also slows them up and gets me closer, and then Butler maybe having a look at me, but not quite able to make it work. So that was just some great battling on out of 5, and we are now going to go into the pits down to low fuel mixture. I've been behind the McLaren on lap 7 pitting, so been behind the McLarens for quite a while, looking for a way past. There was a bit where I literally weaved just try and find a way past. Roman Grosjean follows us in. There's a Ferrari in the pit lane as well, and it's quite busy on this lap actually, as we put into our pit box, engaging the clutch, and we actually get held for cars coming down the pit lane, and a Taurus coming in, and a Williams, and that actually means that Roman Grosjean has got back ahead of us with the 3.1 second stop for us. So we now need to try and get ahead of him, as we do with other people as well. I believe, obviously we saw the McLaren. I think the McLarens will still come out ahead of us, as well as our teammate Kimi Räikkönen. But we have got the DRS to actually help us catch up to Roman Grosjean on our out lap, luckily. And coming on to lap 8, this is when some other people make a pit stop. I believe Räikkönen is also pit this lap as well. So we're going to see where we come out. We are going to make a few places, I think. And Devon Butler's in the pits, George Russell, there is Daniel Ricciardo, and we are now back into 14th. So I think all of this part of the field is shuffled out now. I believe it's Kimi Räikkönen still up in front of at least Sainz, I think. You can see there Räikkönen is in front of Grosjean actually, so there's at least one McLaren in front of him, maybe probably both of them. But now on to lap 9, nearly the start of lap 9, end of lap 9, start of lap 10. We are quite close to Grosjean. We've been lining up, and Räikkönen has managed to pass Sainz, which is good for Alfa Romeo. He's, as I said, if we can match it, that'd be good, as Charles Leclerc sets fast lap of the race. Now we go up into overtake ERS and have the DRS, and Grosjean moves to the right hand side. We find a gap down the left, outside for turn 1, but out the inside for turn 2, and we get an extra dose of DRS to pull away and try to catch up to Carlos Sainz in that new Papaya McLaren, as Grosjean looked to go around the outside, but there wasn't move there, and you can actually see Norris, Räikkönen and Sainz are ahead, and all very close to each other. So we may be able to make an overtake on them. Hopefully we can catch up and make an overtake on them pretty soon. Now on to lap 11. Sainz is there. Räikkönen is trying to make an overtake on Norris, and he actually gets moved on. We get moved done on Sainz, and that gives us we have just enough room to clear Sainz to get a run on Norris there, and there's slight contact getting stuck to each other. But nonetheless, we go around the outside of Lando Norris, and that puts both Alfa Romeos up into the points paying positions, which is obviously good for Alfa Romeo. The McLarens are very quick, but they just seem to lack a bit of pace compared to us this weekend. Well, not this weekend, in the race. So 9th and 10th for Alfa Romeo. Really good showing so far. And that was mainly pretty much the end of that, as we come around the final corner. Sebastian Vettel has won the Grand Prix, and the Alfa Romeos are going to cross the line both in 9th and 10th. So I'm happy with 9th. It's pretty much match Räikkönen. We were within 2/10 all weekend as well, in qualifying and in the race. So I'm happy to match Räikkönen at the moment. So it's basically just a very good weekend, I'd say. So looking at the race results, Sebastian Vettel won the race with Valtteri Bottas in second, getting an extra point per set in a fast lap of 1:25.005. Lewis Hamilton finished in third, Max Verstappen in fourth, Charles Leclerc in fifth, and Sergio Perez in sixth. Kevin Magnussen finished in seventh. Lance Stroll finished in eighth, a very good race for Stroll. Then Räikkönen and myself finished in 9th and 10th, scoring points for Alfa Romeo. Not bad considering we qualified 13th and 15th. So our race pace seems better than our qualifying pace at the moment. Lando Norris just missed out on the points, and looking down you can see that Lucas Weber, our former teammate, finished in 16th, and Devon Butler finished in 18th. And the two people not to finish were Nico Buena and Alex Albon. So Albon is actually in the Red Bull at this time because of when I started this. drivers obviously is the same as the race. Constructors, Friday the way we're only 1 point ahead of Mercedes with Red Bull and Race point tied on 12 points. Haas are on 6 points, 29 points away from the lead, and then behind them is us, Alfa Romeo. The teams yet score Williams, Renault, Toro Rosso, and McLaren. So I was happy, and I think at the rivalry, we're losing the rivalry 6-3 to Kimi Räikkönen. So we're not doing too bad. Again, I think my match from Räikkönen, we were within 2/10 all weekend, so that's not too bad, only 3 behind. In terms of resource points, we get 462 from the race, and that takes our total up to 1,812. So quite a few resource points to spend. Team reputation, that's going quite well. Respect level, I don't know how we're that far up on rookie anyway. Lean a bit more towards sportsmanship at the moment. And now having a look at the R&D tree, you can see we've got general maintenance done for the first one. Now I think we need some more downforce. I was debating whether to do front downforce or rear downforce. In the end, I decided we're going to go for front downforce, just to give us a bit more bite into corners. That'll be coming in Azerbaijan, so that should be quite good around Baku. Our power unit, I think, is doing all right, along with also our chassis. Our chassis is pretty bad, to be honest with you. But I thought, right, let's just go for downforce. Front downforce, department capacity reached at the moment because we can't have any simultaneous development. So I was thinking, okay, we haven't got enough points to do that on another major upgrade. Maybe we'll do the minor upgrade on the chassis. But I thought, actually, you know what? That's not really. I didn't think to do it then. As we got to Bahrain, I thought I really wish I'd done that because I was struggling a bit with the car, the turning and everything. So obviously, everything's easy in hindsight, isn't it? In hindsight, I would have done the chassis upgrade for rate reduction as well, but I didn't, so I'm going to have to deal with that. But I'm confident in how the season can go. Obviously, a great start getting both Alfa Romeos into points, and that is basically it. So if you did enjoy this video, please get a big like, comment down below what you thought, subscribe if you're new for weekly F1 content. You can follow me on Twitter at Shadow82. As always, there's a link to that down in the description, and I will see you guys next time.